This is CryptoTube and welcome to my video, and today we are looking at a Masternode service providing coin. And before we jump into that, I just want to do a quick reminder, and this is from a article I found recently from CryptoFizz. I'll leave the link down below because it's well worth a read, and it's a reminder about what kind of questions to ask of anyone who's providing the service of hosting a Masternode for you. I know a lot of people haven't got the technical abilities to set up their own Masternodes, but they've got the finances, they got the coins available to do so. But you've got to remember that there is a certain level of trust that has to be given on the part of the service provider before you can commit to such a thing. So there's a few questions in here that they pose, and like kind of good answers that you want to hear back from each of the service providers before obviously committing. And there's obviously some incorrect answers which would serve as red flags for you if those are the kind of responses you're getting. I mean, there's people on Discord who are offering Masternode service provision. You can just send them your coin and then they fill out a Google spreadsheet that you can access at any time. And people are sending their coins that way, and that's just so dangerous because you have no idea who these people are. They're just a Discord username and they could steal your money within an instant. So in conclusion to this article, which as I said, I'll leave down below for you guys to read, well worth a read, and it says certain things to look out for the following. So distribution of masternodes, you want to make sure that the masternode servers are not stored in the same location. You want a dedicated server for each of the masternodes. You want to ensure that connection to the masternode is not limited in any way, and that the service provider is going to update, for example, mandatory wallet updates, etc. You want the platform to have full functionality and not be in like a test mode. And in terms of support, you want to make sure you've got around the clock support from whoever's providing your Masternode service, because that of course is a very important thing, and you need somebody who's going to give you peace of mind, because especially if you're investing in a very expensive Masternode, you want to make sure that you're getting the best service possible so you can sleep well at night. So well worth a read of this from CryptoFizz. And on into the coin that we're talking about today, which is GINCoin, and this is getting a lot of attention now. It's been around since about February. I'm sure a lot of you have actually heard this, and I've been told to review this a few times by people, so I finally got around to doing it. Read the full white paper here, and it is a really interesting cryptocurrency, and it already has a working platform. And if we just look at CoinMarketCap, currently it's priced at about $4. We've hit peaks of around $13. That was mid-June, and the price has fallen since, but I think this is a coin that will really rebound back, as there's a lot of fundamentals here that mean the price is going to go up in terms of like the economics of the actual platform and how it works, which we'll go into in a second. But currently, yeah, trading around $4 or 53,000 Satoshis, which I think is a steal at the moment, especially if you look at the circulating supply at the moment. It is also a Masternode coin as expected, but it's also proof of work as well. The rewards are split 50-50 between the two. And if you want to learn how to actually mine using CPU or GPU, then this article is really good, and it goes through everything step by step in terms of how to do that and what you need to purchase. So I'll leave this as well for those of you who are interested in mining GIN. So this is the GIN website, and it says the turnkey Masternode coin. Yes, turnkey as in done for you, and they're marketing themselves as like a one-click solution to setting up a Masternode. They are in the market of full Masternodes at the moment, so you do need to have the full collateral in terms in order to set up a Masternode. I know that's out of reach for some people for certain ones, but there's a lot which are within price range, and as you'll be able to see in a second, they have thousands running on here at the moment. So pretty much its main aim is to take away all the technical aspects needed from the end user of a Masternode, and in ensuring that we can all actually, as long as we got the number of coins, can get involved in Masternodes and get the passive income that we want. The first one, of course, was setting up their own Masternode, the GIN Masternode, which, as we can see here, 1000 GIN was the collateral, and this was the first thing that they launched on their website, and since then it's just been growing, and I think it's spreading like wildfire right now. So it says like kind of the issues that we're facing. Masternodes are tough to invest in. They're difficult to set up unless you're really tech savvy, and despite lacking any control, GIN will change the way that this all works, and you will have a one-click Masternode setup. As we've seen, 50-50 split between mining rewards and Masternode rewards, and this is the full roadmap. They pretty much put 4 things on there that they wanted to achieve, and they've already completed 3 of these already. So as I said, the GINCoin Masternode setup, done. One-click third-party blockchain Masternode setup, done. And Masternode setup and administration user interface, done as well. And finally, they are talking about shared masternodes, which they don't give us any more details on, but as we can imagine, they are going to be providing us with the ability to have shared masternodes and putting in, like we've seen with other websites, a certain number of seats per masternode, which is great to see. And I think once that happens, this coin will explode. So just what we need to know about the coin then: ticker GIN, algorithm Lyra2Z. The block time is 2 minutes, and the block reward currently is 20, decreases by 50% every year. Total supply will be 10.5 million GIN, and I think that was the year 2040 that should reach. So obviously a limited supply, quite a scarce coin, which is good. And the reward here, 50% for Masternode. 1,000 are required for your full Masternode, and the pre-mine was 4%, which is quite a bit, but I guess it keeps the development teams always striving if they've got a vested interest in the coin themselves, which is not something that bothers me, but I know it does bother some people. So make sure you download your wallets here. Everything's on the website. They got mining information in here if you want to click through that as well. And in terms of trading, Cryptopia and CryptoBridge, greatest volume on Cryptopia at the moment, about 10 Bitcoin per day traded for GIN, which is really, really good for such a young cryptocurrency, and for the fact they're only on 2 relatively small exchanges, nothing major at the moment. Okay, so we'll look at the platform next. So this is the actual platform that you use when you want to actually get your Masternode set up. And as we can see already, 3,786 Masternodes on the network, which is huge. These are the tier 1 masternodes, and these are defined as ones that have a full use case and working product already in effect. So for example, we've got GIN on here, we've got Bulwark, we've got PivX, we've got Dash, and you can see how many are hosted, for example. So 10 PivX, none Dashes yet, because obviously the price is 217,000 bucks. But you can see on here there's a lot of information, some good stats, and obviously to actually invest, you click the plus button and it takes you through to your dashboard, and it's a step-by-step process where you pretty much you give no control over to GIN. You keep your coins in your own wallet. There's a few people who have done that already on YouTube that you can search out yourself, and you can see for yourself exactly how easy it is to actually operate. And it is pretty simple, guys. I think anyone can do it with a little bit of patience. Obviously, if you want to set up your own Masternode, that's going to probably take you hours and hours and hours to complete, whereas this, I reckon you could probably do one in about half an hour. Further down, we've got like tier 2 masternodes, and then we've got down the bottom here very, very cheap masternodes, your tier 3 masternodes. And in terms of the coin itself being a self-sustaining coin, if we go to the FAQ section, where it says how much does it cost to actually set up a Masternode. So each Masternode server you launch costs 0.5 USD per day, paid in GIN at the rate of the launch/renewal time. So each day you've got to pay 50 cents worth of GIN to the network to actually run the server. So at today's price, that is roughly 0.125 GIN per day. So roughly 1 GIN per week it's going to cost you to run it, and the fact they charge you in GIN means that the coin will always have demand. As we've seen on here, there are over 3,700 nodes on there at the moment. Each node has to pay that amount every single day. So as time goes on and more nodes come onto the network, which they will be doing on a daily basis, there will be more demand for GIN. You need GIN to actually operate on the network. And that's why the coin had this huge spike back in June, up to about 200,000 Satoshis at one point. And you're going to see that happen again, because that's just the way that is being worked out. And GIN really is a good cryptocurrency to hold. If you can get a Masternode as well, I think these people further down the line, this ROI will start to drop the more Masternodes come online. But these people with Masternode to GIN, they're going to be very, very rich in the future. And this is a cryptocurrency I'm really bullish on at the moment, and I really like the look of. Further into the FAQ, you've also got information about how they are hosted and are your coins safe, what happens if it gets hacked, and they just go on to say that you don't actually relinquish your coins to the GIN platform. You keep them in your wallet. Everything is done their end via using your transaction ID, which is really, really good, because you want to make sure that you're not giving away your coins to some third party that could obviously run away with them at any point. And with this, the coins stay in your wallet at all times, which is great. If we scroll down to the bottom of here, they've got a platform vote results. And the latest result was, what should we do about our coin admission process? Keep it the same? No. Add as many coins as possible? Yes. Voting ended. So this means that GIN will be pursuing the route of just adding as many masternodes as possible. That is just going to mean more and more customers on this platform, more and more people flooding to use the platform, and obviously people who are going to need to buy GIN. And that's why I'm saying that this is a good investment. Those people are going to need GIN to actually sustain their masternodes on the network. So the price of GIN is just going to go up and up. At the moment, we've hit a nice dip. I've got in already. I would suggest that people do the same. Although this is not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, do your own research, but the economics for me speak for themselves. Over to the white paper now, and as I showed, I've got the full white paper here. I've gone through, made some notes on it, and read it cover to cover a few times. Obviously, make sure you do that for any coin that you invest in. I really like the look of this one, and the simplicity to the white paper is clear to see. They've got a working product that's already there. They've established there was a gap in the market for this, and they're exploiting it now. As we've seen, they've completed 3 out of 4 major things on their roadmap, and it's a really good project, guys. In overview, they talk about what the actual coin does. So it's a peer-to-peer cryptocurrency. On top of Bitcoin's feature, it supports InstaSend, Private Send, and Masternodes, and it is based on Dash. Similar to Dash, GIN uses a 2-tiered network. Miners, for the first tier, they handle creating new blocks, whereas the Private Send, Instant Send, and Governance function are handled by the second tier network made up of Masternodes. And as we've seen, you need 1,000 GIN to get your own Masternode. We've got all the coin specification here, and as we said, 10.5 mil GIN will be the total supply in 2040. And if you look at other coins with a similar total supply and with a use case, a lot of them are costing hundreds of dollars right now. So something to bear in mind for the future. And I think, again, this is a reason why I've invested in this coin, because I think the price of it is just going to go up and up and up. So they got some screenshots from the actual the payment areas and stuff, and how it's set up. You can see other videos on YouTube where a guy actually does one live on, he sets up his own Kraken Masternode, and it just doesn't seem to take very long at all, which is good to see, and it seems to be easy to set up. So they have the roadmap thing. So it says, just 2 weeks after its official launch, GINCoin had already covered most of its core features on the roadmap. 1. GINCoin Masternode, which they set up in February 2018. Platform and user interface was done by March 2018, and third-party masternodes, that's all the other masternodes we see on the platform, that was done by March 2018. Daily rollout start, so they've had numerous coins on the platform since this started in March. I think we're up to about 100 now, and shared masternode support. So this is supposed to happen this month, August 2018, and it says, for example, you get to participate in expensive masternodes, i.e. Dash. So I think we can look forward to them breaking down masternodes into, say, seats of maybe 10, 20, 30, something like that, and us be able to get advantage and take part in these big, expensive masternodes, such as Dash, as they say. So pretty much they've already conquered the main things that they were after. They've got a real world use case already. It's a working product, it's a finished product, and essentially they're saying that their mission and their goal is to democratize the way masternodes are created and ensure that crypto is here to stay, and making it more secure and more user-friendly than paper money, which is some good ethics to work by. In terms of the financials, guys, if you want to check this out as well, Masternode's online, and they say that daily income off a GIN Masternode is roughly $14, and per year that is around $5,500. Currently, the full Masternode will cost you about half of a Bitcoin. So all in all, I think this is a good, solid investment. There's so many things that are actually really intriguing about GIN in terms of the way they've built their own cryptocurrency into the platform, so you need it, and it's a self-sustaining cryptocurrency, and the economics of it mean the price should just continue to go up over time. If you think about things like BNB token, where you're using the token on its own platform, the price just rises and rises and rises, which is obviously really good for early investors, and we are still at an early stage. Here is the Discord, and there are some good discussions on here. There's a lot of community involvement. In the general chat, there's people continually talking on here, and if you've got any questions, they get back to you really quickly, and it's good to see that you're getting your feedback within a few minutes. There's plenty of people on here in the team online all the time, and I can't speak highly enough of them, because any questions I've had regarding this service and stuff, they've been really eager to get back to me, and they've even DM'd me and said, any more information, just let me know what you want and I'll give it to us. So all in all, I've had a really good experience with them already. Not that I've actually set up my own Masternode, but I am invested in GINCoin itself. I'm hoping to obviously build up the number of GIN that I've got via trading at the moment, or via a shared Masternode service provider. Hopefully the GIN network will provide that for me during this month, so that's what I'm going to hold on for. If you've got any questions on this cryptocurrency, please drop them down below. All links that you've seen today will be left in the description box for you guys. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.